If you're waiting for somebody to die and leave an organ for you, you have to wait 5 to 10 years. Now, in the process, many people die.
Everybody intuitively knows that if you can save somebody else's life, it's a good thing. So why aren't we saving more people's lives?
We embrace transplantation when we need a transplant. We're willing to take and we're willing to receive. We've got to be willing to give.
We are putting people on the waiting list at a rate that far exceeds how many people die or are transplanted.
The very sobering statistic is about only 1/3 of people will be alive on dialysis after 5 years. And the average waiting time for a kidney is 5 years or more. You realize a lot of people won't be alive at the time they make the doctor list.
If you are African American, you have a much higher incidence of kidney disease.
And if you want organ donation from us, we don't care about all that paperwork and statistics. Tell me what the need is.
So the disparity is not going away. It's getting way worse, far worse. The gap is growing between number of organs that are available and number of people waiting.
Especially Hispanic has the fastest growth on the waiting list and has one of the highest mortalities on the waiting list.
If it were you, if it was your child, if it was your loved one, what would you do? The first thing you would do is Google kidney transplant. And you would start looking, and you would see where the shorter or the longer wait times are, and that really wouldn't work out so hot. And then you would look to see where could you buy one.
But where's the national voice? Where's the national organization that really is embracing change and coming up to the Senate and the legislatures and the governments and the president and saying, you know, guys, we've got a serious crisis here.
It's hard to be a doctor. It's hard to take care of people and watch them die when you know and they know that there's an option.
This is a problem that most of us can be part of the solution for.
More than 90,000 men, women, and children are waiting for organ transplants. Their struggle to live depends on a complex organ allocation system that links patients with organs donated by strangers. While someone is added to the waiting list every 11 minutes, most will die before they receive a transplant. Over the past 3 years, the documentary creators have set out to bring you the most prolific and relevant documentary on organ donation to date. Waiting to Live is the documentary that will break down the most misunderstood myths about organ donation in various communities and will tear into the very fiber of this issue with incredibly moving testimonies from both sides of the spectrum. With unprecedented access to their revealing personal stories, you'll meet families and individuals who are literally waiting to live. But in order to make this documentary come to fruition, we need your support. By September 30th, we must raise $100,000 to kickstart the remaining funding necessary to produce this film. What we seek from you is not charity, but your pre-pledged support of your copy of the film. It's that simple. You pre-purchase your DVD copy of the documentary Waiting to Live for $35. And by doing so, you give the film the ability to be made in the first place. The equation is, you pre-buy, the film gets made. You receive your DVD copy when it's finished. However, if this goal is not met and the money is not raised, you will not be charged, and the documentary will never see the light of day. You have the power to put a film of meaning and purpose into the public eye by joining our campaign. Very few times in this life are we afforded the ability to make such a difference in public awareness with just the click of a mouse. This happens to be one of those times.